Hello, Earth signs Capricorn and Virgo. This will be your reading for March 2026 and April 2026. This will be shadow work, so if you're ready to do a deep dive into your healing, this will be the time to do it. Okay, so we're going to start with Capricorn. Capricorn, what wounds do you have? What shadows do you need to look at right now? Okay, so Capricorn, we have the Saboteur, which is basically sabotaging yourself. So induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Okay, so you could be sabotaging yourself in your behaviors, okay? And could be putting yourself out there in a way that you shouldn't be, okay? In order to attain something or attain a goal of some sort, okay? This could also be deceiving other people to get what you want, kind of doing sneaky things. You also have the prostitute card. So you could be selling yourself, um, to literally or just figuratively, but basically selling yourself short, um, selling your body, basically doing whatever it takes, even though it might contradict your morals or your boundaries, okay? Doing whatever it takes to get what you need or get what you want. Could be putting yourself in not the best situations, maybe dangerous situations. Allowing things to take place that don't feel good, okay, for yourself, but in one way maybe it does, but in another way you're compromising yourself. I'm just going to read from the book a little bit. Engages lessons in the sale or negotiation of your integrity or spirit based on fears of physical and material survival or for financial gain. Activates aspects of the unconscious related to seduction and control. Should be also understood as the selling or selling out of talents, ideas, and any other expressions of the self. Core learning relates to the need to birth and refine self-esteem and self-respect. Shadow prostitute accesses all transactions only in terms of how they will profit you, not what they will cost you spiritually. Okay. And then we're going to go to the saboteur. Okay, the saboteur manifests as self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. When you make it an ally, you will find that it calls your attention to situations in which you're in danger of being sabotaged or of sabotaging yourself. Exposes fears and issues related to low self-esteem that cause you to make choices that block your own empowerment and success. I also am picking up there's a lot of fantasy thinking too. We did have this card come out again for Capricorns. It came out in an earlier reading. The Magical Child. So there is a lot of I feel like fantasy stuff going on, fantasizing, fantasy thinking, not being able to, be in touch with reality, like a lot of fantasy thinking about things. Let me give you an example of this. This could be a situation, for example, where you see someone that you find attractive and you start fantasizing in your mind that they like you back and you guys are going to get together and you're going to get married and all this crazy nonsense, okay? So just be careful of how your thoughts could sway you in those types of ways. I'm also picking up for some of you guys that are manifesting that you're just thinking about what you want, trying to manifest it into existence with your thoughts, but you actually need to go out and take action on it as well. Okay, so don't just get caught up in your head, actually do something about it. Okay, now we're going to go into the next one, Virgo. So Virgo, what are your shadow aspects this month? Okay, we have God, Virgo. So despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Okay, so we have some issues surrounding your beliefs of a higher power or God. Okay, there's definitely something, for some of you guys, I feel like you could be doubting God. For others of you, I feel that you could be using your religion to try and sway other people that, your religion is the only right religion, or the only religion that everybody should believe in, that kind of thing. So there could be something going on like that. Okay. So not being respectful of other people's belief systems, okay, what they believe in, trying to kind of not con them, but basically trying to sway them to believe like you believe, okay, your beliefs about religion. So maybe a little bit of control or manipulation here. For some of you, you're putting yourself on a pedestal because of your religious beliefs. Like you might feel that you're better than other people because of what you believe in. And so you might be putting yourself kind of on a pedestal. If that makes sense. Like basically you can do no wrong. I can't do any wrong because I believe in my religion. Um blah blah blah, like I'm the best kind of thing. That person's sinning because they don't believe in my religion, and they don't believe in what I believe in, and they haven't put a lot of work in like I have to follow God and this and that, that kind of thing. Watch your ego, okay? To whoever I'm speaking to, because your ego might kind of be getting out of control, trying to take the lead. All right, now also we have for Virgo, we have Midas and sorry, Midas and Mr. Okay, so some of you guys have hoarding money. You're hoarding your money and emotions, obsessively fearing losing your wealth. So I'm getting a little bit of stinginess here from some of you. A little bit of greed kind of feeling for some of you Virgos. Okay, not sharing with other people, being very stingy about your money and how you spend it. I'm not saying to go and start spending a bunch of money on yourself or other people, but basically to be a little bit more relaxed with spending money, okay? I'm getting a sense of a couple arguing kind of back and forth, where the man might be in power here, and kind of controlling the financial situation. Like, well, dear, if you do this and you do that, then I'll give you a little bit more money. I'll give you this allowance, but you have to do this and do that, what I want you to do, before I can give you that allowance. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book a little bit. Monsieur creates wealth by hoarding money and emotions at the expense of others and refusing to share them. What did I just say? So challenge is to learn generosity. That's the word I was looking for earlier. So challenge is to learn generosity is inherent in both. Okay. So Shadow Midas Misser uses wealth creating gifts only for personal gain and needs to control all forces of fear of losing it. What did I just say? Okay, so this is all that's coming up in the book here. Look for a pattern of creating wealth and or confronting how far you're willing to go to create it. Also for a pattern of difficulty sharing wealth. Okay, for the book here, if I didn't touch on anything, we have Shadow God manifests as a dictator or despot, or uses physical attractiveness to get what he wants without returning love. Look for a lifelong sense of great power used either selfishly or selfishly or selflessly. So there could be some of you guys that have, this sense of control and power in your life, where you have to control everything around you. You have to have the power all the time. Very dominant and domineering energy. And we're running out of time, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Love and light.